Hey guys, today we'll be looking at how to run radiation analysis within Rhino models using the Ladybug Grasshopper extension that I showed you how to install on your device in the last video in the how to guide series. So today we'll be looking at how to run a radiation analysis on a urban mass model. This is useful to help your design process and can shape large parts of your project based on the results that you get from these analysis. So to start off with, we'll create a panel. Now that we've got a panel, we want to link an EPW file to the panel in order to get a weather source for this model. So to get an EPW link, the best place to go I found is energyplus.net. There you'll be able to find a download for the Victorian Melbourne region. So if you go down to the download all and right click, copy link address, and then go back to your Grasshopper file. If you go into the panel and you paste that there, now you have an EPW link. So then we'll go up to the LB download weather and we'll click that and bring it onto the canvas. So we link the weather URL to there, and then we're going to go to the LB import location and we'll drag that onto the canvas. So we'll link the EPW file to that, and now if we hover over location, we'll be able to see that it's Melbourne, and it'll give us the latitude and longitude values. And from there, we're going to go to LB sun path. We're going to click that and drop it onto the canvas here. So we'll bring it over here and we're going to link the location to that. But we're going to need a few more things for this. So we're going to have to give it a date and time. So basically we've got to create a time period for this sun path to run the analysis for the duration of this radiation analysis. So we'll go to the analyze data and we'll go to LB analysis period. We'll click that and drop it on the canvas. So this will give us a period of time. So we're able to give it a start month and day as well as an end month and day. So I'm going to start it on the 12th month, and I'll do that by entering a panel, and I'll put 12 in there. Okay. And then we're going to add a day for the start day and an end month and end day. So we'll do it the 1st of the 12th. We'll do the first month and we'll end it on the 1st of the first month. So now we just got to put 12th month, the 1st of the 12th, end month, the 1st of the 1st. So now that that's all done, we can add the HOYS value to the HOYS value on the sun path. We have to drop another Ladybug tool onto the canvas, and we're going with LB direct sunlight hours. So we'll click that and we'll drop it on, and what we're going to need to do is connect the vectors to the vectors. So we still need a few things on this direct sun hours in order for it to run the analysis. We've got to add, if we go up to the box here, we have to add geometry, grid size, give it a toggle to run the test. So we'll go to add a toggle and we'll put that down on the canvas, boolean toggle. We'll put that on the run, then we'll add geometry. I find the best way to add geometry is to put it through a geometry pipeline so that it references it straight from the Rhino model. So we'll put that there, we'll add geometry. Now we'll add that like that. We've got to make sure that it's on geometry pipeline. We've got to double click this tube-like image here, and we're going to add a layer. So we're going to add a layer, and we're going to call it massing, as that's what we have already on the Rhino model. We'll connect that to geometry, and then we'll copy and paste this, and we'll reference the context of the analysis. So Control C, Control V that, and we'll change the layer to context. The context we're using for this test will be the Footscray cityscape that we brought across in the last tutorial working from 3ds to Rhino. So once we've connected those, we have a context for this analysis to run off. We just got to add some geometry for the radiation analysis to perform on. So we'll find an empty lot within the space, and we'll add a mass there. So we'll go down here. Now that we've got a mass in there for the test to run on, we'll just zoom up on that so we get a better look of it once we start the test. As you can see here, we've got the sum path that was created with this tool here. Once we start the test, it should run a solar analysis on this mass that we've added to the massing model here. So we'll just flick it over to true. At the moment we can't see anything, but we'll just see why that's running like that. Grid size. So we haven't added a grid size yet. So we're going to have to add a number slider here. So we'll add a number slider. And we're going to change this to an integer. So full number, we'll give it a range to 10. The grid size is going to be 3 meters by 3 meters on the building. Then we also have to add an offset distance for the test to run off the building. So we'll add another number slider. We only add the offset distance so that it's more clear in the analysis, that we can see the surface of the radiation results, because at the moment we can see that it's a bit blocked by the surfaces of the actual mass as it is. So we'll add a number slider again, and we'll just change that to 0.1. That'll be running 10 centimeters off the building. So now that we have that in, we should be able to see the test results a bit better. So we can turn preview off on these two massing, so then they're not red anymore. And we get a better result. So we just hide the massing for now. We're able to see the results of this radiation analysis. As we can see in this mass, this does not get any shade from surrounding buildings, but if we were to move the mass to, say, within the bigger building framework, we'll have a look what happens then. So if we turn the massing off, we'll get a better look at this. As we can see, the blue area there is showing that it's receiving much less sun than the red areas and yellow areas on the other sides of the building. So when we look at the key here, we're able to see the direct sun hours over the space of a month, as we've said in the test for the radiation analysis. So this was just a quick tutorial on how to run Ladybug radiation analysis, and I hope that it's been helpful. Thanks for listening.